Mamma mia. Yep, hang on. Okay, this can get out of here. We don't need that one. But I do need this. Okay. Hopefully we're good. Let me get my earbud in real quick. Okay. That took a while to get.
Delta 1088, descend and maintain 15,000 feet. Cleared for the CCR-2 arrival into Capital. Down to 15,000. Cleared for the CCR-2 arrival into Capital, Delta 1088.
Alright.
Well, Delta 1088, contact Seattle Center on 128.45.
Okay.
128.45 for Delta 1088. Good day.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 1244, flight level 300.
Okay, let me
Delta
get this thing
1244,
going.
radar contact.
Actually, before we do that, how's it going, everybody? Sorry it's been a while. Hopefully we're having a good day. Today we are flying from Salt Lake City to Boise. And we are in the A320 Neo. So, yeah, let's get everything going. Come up top, turn on the pumps, external power on, batteries on, let's get the APU start on. I need that. Let's get ramp on board. Is that ramp? Yeah, it's ramp. Okay. So, Salt Lake ramp, Delta 1087 requesting jet bridge connection. Let's connect the jet bridge. Okay, APU bleed is on.
Ground to flight deck, connecting jetway.
External power's off. Oh, what is going on over here? Okay. Looks like you got some fire trucks and fuel trucks over there. Okay, let's get the fuel on board. There it is. Okay. Let's get clearance. Salt Lake clearance, Delta 1087 requesting IFR to Boise. What the?
Clearance on request. Stand by.
What?
Delta 1087 cleared to Boise via the Seagull 1 departure. Then as filed, climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 32010 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.9er squawk 2477. Expect runway 34 right.
Clear to Boise via the Seagull 1 departure. Then as filed. Climb and maintain 8,000. Expect flight level 320. 10 minutes after departure. Departure on 120.9er, squawk 2477. Expect runway 34 right. Delta 1087.
Delta 1087, read back correct. Ground will be on 121.9er.
2477. Over to ground. Thank you.
Delta 1087, can you repeat that?
Oh, just heading over to ground. Thank you for your assistance.
Delta 1087, contact ground on 121.
Okay, you can shut up. Okay. Trying to thank him for his assistance, but he's just ignoring me, so I'm not gonna deal with that, so let's get ground up. So now we got ground on board. Right? 1, 2, yeah. I want to say we should be good. Let's turn these on. Let's come down. Let's do... yeah. Salt Lake ground, Delta 1087, requesting push and start.
Delta 1087, push and start approved, tail southwest.
Push and start approved, tail southwest, Delta 1087. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's get a ramp. Okay. Salt Lake ramp, Delta 1087, requesting pushback.
Ground to flight deck, tug en route, stand by for pushback.
Alright. Turn off the parking brake.
Bypass pin inserted. Just let me know when you're ready to start the pushback.
Let's begin pushback. Parking brake is released. And we are...
Roger, stand by.
Where are we going?
Ground to flight
Oh.
deck, cleared for engine start in sequence.
Cleared for engine start in sequence, Delta 1087. Let's wait for a minute. Let's get the flaps going. Salt Lake ramp. Oop. Never mind. This guy's just gonna go crazy here for a second. Don't mind him.
Can you repeat that?
Just requesting to begin turning the aircraft to the left.
Unable to assist with turning instructions. You are still on ramp frequency.
Oh. I thought I was talking to ramp. I'm on ramp. Yeah, I'm on ramp. What are you talking about?
Ground to flight deck, pushback complete. Please ensure parking brakes are set. Standing by for confirmation of good engine start and report when ready for disconnect.
Parking brakes are set. Good engine start and ready for disconnection. Also, what is this guy doing?
Alright, we're disconnecting now. Stand by.
Standing by. Looks like we have
Tug already disconnected.
Did that guy move at all? What is going on in here? Okay. Let's go over to ground. Ground frequency. I am. Okay. Salt Lake ground, Delta 1087, requesting taxi to the active.
Delta 1087, runway 34 right taxi via Golf 4, Hotel, Hotel 1.
Runway 34 right, taxi via Gulf 4, Hotel, Hotel 1, Delta 1087. Alright. Okay. So, Gulf 4. Gulf 4. Alright, whatever. Parking brake released. Let's get power rolling. Let's turn on the taxi lights. Actually, because engine started. Turn that off. Turn that. Okay. Oh, go for. Oh, okay, I see. Go for now. Looks like we got some wide bodies here. Looking like an A330, a couple A330s. It looks like. Going slow here. This guy just seems to just be just up.
Delta 841, give way to the company A319 on your left.
Is that me?
Delta 841.
No, that was not me. Okay. This guy just collided with this guy, and then just said, "See ya." Okay. Now we are good to roll onto the taxiway. There's a SkyWest flight coming in. Looks like SkyWest and then Delta from Minneapolis, and then looks like it was either a touch and go or a takeoff. Okay. Do something real quick. Okay. excuse me.
Delta 1087, contact tower on 118.3. Take care.
Tower on 118.3, Delta 1087. Okay, let's get the tower. Come on. Why did you just stop? Okay, that is... What's an A3 doing? Doing in Salt Lake?
SkyWest 4155, wind 279er at 7. Cleared to land runway 34 left. Cleared to land runway 34 left, SkyWest 4155.
Okay. Here we go. Let's get up to here. Take the idle. Okay. We're on tower now. Salt Lake Tower, Delta 1087, holding short of 34 right, requesting takeoff.
Delta 1087, runway 34 right, winds 290 at 7, gusting 17. RNAV Corvair, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. RNAV Corvair.
Delta 1064, follow the on final. Wind 279er at 7. Cleared to land runway 34 left. Cleared to land runway 34 left, Delta 1064.
Alright. Turn these on. Give a little bit of power. Let's have AI read that back because I just butchered that. I know.
Runway 34 right, RNAV Corvair, cleared for takeoff. Delta 1087.
There we go. Do I have a line behind me? Yes, I do. This everybody's probably thinking themselves, what the heck is this guy doing?
Approaching runway 34 right.
Okay. 34 right verified.
On runway 34 right remaining. 1,600 feet.
Alright. 70 knots. 80 knots. $120. $130. A V1. A rotate. Positive rate. Gear is coming up. Bring up the flaps.
overspeed.
Delta 1087, contact departure.
Over to departure, Delta 1087. Okay. So okay. Salt Lake departure, Delta 1087 with view 6,000 feet, climbing to 8,000. I'm going
Delta 1087, Salt Lake departure, radar contact, climb via the SID.
Climb via the SID, Delta 1087.
Salt Lake approach SkyWest 4155 is missed approach at Salt Lake. SkyWest 4155, you are 3 miles north. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 34 right approach via Quinn transition.
Oh.
Clear to Quinn.
Why are
Climb
you
and maintain
overspeeding?
11,000 feet. Keep speed not above 230 knots. Expect ILS runway 34 right approach via Quinn transition. Clear to Quinn SkyWest 4155.
Stop overspeeding. I'll blow 10,000. Stop it. Okay.
SkyWest 4155 climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. SkyWest 4155.
Okay.
SkyWest 4155 climb and maintain 9,000 feet.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet. SkyWest 4155. SkyWest 4155, you are 6 miles south of Salt Lake. Contact Salt Lake Tower on 132.65 when inbound on the approach. Tower on 132.65 SkyWest 4155.
speed this up a little bit. Okay. So we just gotta wait just a little bit longer before we can get our climb to, was it? Oh. Yeah, flight level 320. Just getting out of a turn. Let me pull my charts here so you guys can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, let's load this. Yeah, so this is where I am at. We're on the Corver. It looks like we'll be on the Spud 4 arrival. So that's good. Do something real quick. Nope, did not mean to press that one. Sorry, give me one sec, everybody. Okay. Sorry about that. Had to update something. Oh crap. I did not mean to get out of that. Accidentally just got out of the app for my ATC. There we go. Okay. So from here we go up to Broth, it looks like. Okay, let me see if I can get it. Going so slow here. Hang on one sec. Salt Lake departure, Delta 1087 is requesting climb to 12,000 feet.
Delta 1087, climb and maintain 12,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 12,000 feet, Delta 1087. Alright. So we are climbing. Does not mean we can slow it, we can overspeed. Okay, keep it low. Everybody's wondering, like, why is the seatbelt signs not off? Come up top. Turn these off. But I forgot about those, I won't lie. And now we can go a little bit faster. We'll go 280 knots. Actually, let's go a little faster. Say 310 knots maybe. Yeah. And now it's me ping the flight attendants. Okay. I'm trying to think where you can look to see how far you've flown. Actually, I think I can pull it up right here. Yeah, at metric. So we got 29 minutes left in flight. It looks like. So we'll begin our descent here soon-ish.
Delta 87, expect the Spud 4 arrival, Broth transition. I'll call your descent in roughly 20 minutes. Notify if you're ready to descend before that.
Alright, read that back.
Expecting the Spud 4 arrival, Broth transition. We'll notify if ready to descend earlier. Delta 1087.
No, I'm cool with it.
Delta 1087, expect the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach into Boise.
Come on, show it. Fine.
Expect the Spud 4 arrival, Broth transition. We'll notify if ready to descend before 20 minutes. Delta 1087.
Delta 1087, contact Twin Falls approach on 126.7.
Twin Falls approach on 126.7, Delta 1087. Okay, tune in here, so 126.7. Hello, how's it going? Let's get this, okay. Twin Falls approach, Delta 1087 with you, 12,000 feet.
Delta 1087, Twin Falls approach, good afternoon, Snowville, altimeter 299
Okay. So I'm going to get out of that for a second. All right.
WestJet 2180, contact Salt Lake Center on 118.05. Good day. WestJet 2180, did you hear my last transmission?
That ain't me. How's everybody doing today in the stream?
WestJet 2180, please acknowledge.
Yeah, this guy's fun, just ignoring tower.
WestJet 2180, please acknowledge.
Like, no.
WestJet 2180 ATC services terminated. Good day.
Yeah, they got sick of him. So my landing is decent when we come in. So let's do Dryad. Yeah, yeah. Let's see if I can go a little bit faster. Wow, it's pretty windy up here today. Winds 284 is 284 at 27. Speed this up. Just watching this time, like the time just like starting to dwindle down. Okay, there we go. $350 knots, maybe. I just want to shrink this time down a little bit more. Let me get rid of this.
SkyWest 3870, contact Salt Lake Center on 133.25.
La 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 la.
133.25 for SkyWest 3870.
Sorry, I'm just not talking much. I'm just trying to think. How far out are we? From Broth is 24 nautical miles. Let me ping the flight attendants once more. Bud for arrival. Yeah. We're closing in. Seatbelt signs back on. And the destination, 8 minutes, give or take. Let's go to this. No, that. You should be able to descend soon. Okay. I am boring. You guys can go ahead and comment that if you want to say I'm boring. We should be getting our descent here in a minute.
Delta 1087, contact Mountain Home approach on 124.8.
Mountain Home approach on 124.8. Delta 1087. Okay. So 124.8 is what we need. Mountain Home
American
approach,
2496,
Delta
please acknowledge.
1087 with you, 12,000 feet.
Delta 1087, Mountain Home approach, good evening, Gooding altimeter 3008.
American 24906, did you hear my last transmission? American 24906, acknowledge last transmission.
Man, all these aircrafts just ignoring everything.
American 24906 ATC services terminated. Good day.
Okay, let's see here. So 46.5 nautical miles out. And we're 4 nautical miles out from Tot.
United 1702, contact Salt Lake Center on 118.05. Good day. United 1702, did you hear my last transmission?
Oh my gosh.
Delta 1087, descend via Spud 4 to 7000 Broth transition for the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach into Boise. Altimeter 3008.
Okay, you're doing that, buddy.
United 1702, did you hear my last transmission?
Descend via Spud 4 to 7000. Broth transition for the RNAV Yankee runway 28 left approach into Boise. Altimeter 3008, Delta 1087.
United 1702, please acknowledge.
Delta 1087, proceed direct Bun Q. Descend and maintain 5800 feet. Altimeter 3008 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 28 left approach.
Proceed direct Von Q. Descend and maintain 5,800 feet.
United 1702, ATC services terminated.
30.08 until established. Cleared for the RNAV runway 28 left approach. Delta 1087. Hoping speed can come back before we get down to 10,000, well below 10,000. I'll help it. There we go. Oh, we're like right there. We need to go down faster. – 4,000 feet per minute. I'll slow this plane down. Well, it's time for me to hand fly this thing in.
$2,500.
I'll let the plane fly for a little bit. Yeah, there's the runway right there. We are 15.5 nautical miles out. We're still good for right now.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Delta 1087, contact Boise Tower on 118.1.
Overspeed.
Over to 118.1. Delta 1087.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Boise Tower, Delta 1087 with you 5,700 feet.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Delta 1087, Boise Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 28 left.
Have this read back.
Continue approach runway 28 left. Delta 1087. Delta 1087, runway 28 left. Winds 290 at 11, gusting 19er. Cleared to land.
Clear to land, Delta 1087. Bring gear down. I'm not even lined up for the runway either. That's a problem. No, not there yet.
Overspeed, 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 overspeed.
Here we go. Oh, we're so high. But that's no problem.
Approaching runway 28 left.
Overspeed.
1,000. $500. 400.
Oh, is this gonna be a good landing? I think this is.
200.
Oh yeah, it is.
100. 60.
Hopefully.
50. 40. 30. 20.
Nope.
Retard.
Ouch.
Delta 1087, welcome to Boise. Exit at Echo if able. Contact ground on 121.7. Exit at Echo if able. Switching to ground on 121.7. Delta 1087.
Not going to be a possibility. I blew past Echo. We're at the end of the runway. What are you talking about? Okay. Boise ground, Delta 1087, requesting taxi to gates. Stop activating my brakes. Plane. You're
Delta 1087, taxi to gate B21A via Juliet Alpha. Good day.
Taxi to gate Bravo 21 Alpha via Juliet Alpha.
Delta 1087, taxi to gate B21A via Bravo Juliet Alpha.
Taxi to gate Bravo 21 Alpha via Bravo Juliet Alpha. What's my plane doing? So you just randomly come to a stop when I take my feet off the rudders.
Approaching runway 10, right.
Oh, 2920 was right behind me. Down to Bravo. We're on Alpha. Okay.
Southwest 3046 ready for pushback.
Southwest 3046, cleared for push and start.
Roger, pushback approved. Southwest 3046.
So here's the general aviation. It looks like. Here's the gates. So here's here's Terminal C. Well, no, that's Concourse C. And we need
Boise ground Delta 2920 Heavy request taxi to the gate. Delta 2920 Heavy taxi to gate tree 4 using taxiway Delta.
looks like we're turning here. We hold short for this big guy.
Taxiing to gate tree 4 using taxiway Delta 2920 Heavy.
Southwest 3046, ready to taxi.
Southwest 3046, runway 28 right taxi via Delta Alpha.
Runway 28 right taxi via Delta Alpha Southwest 3046.
I would taxi over here, I guess. Oh, this must be the gate. Yep, this is the gate. Let me turn off my landing lights so this guy's not, so the marshaller isn't blinded. Now I gotta get out of the cockpit to see where I am.
Boise ground, SkyWest 5837 Heavy requesting pushback. SkyWest 5837 Heavy pushback request accepted.
Boise ramp, Delta 1087 requesting jetway connection.
Connecting jetway.
All right. All right. Okay, let's see. Let me. Do another. Yes, I can. All right. I'm gonna kill engines. I'm going to file another flight plan. Continue. And then all right. Generate. How's everybody doing tonight? Okay. All right. Now we're just going to do a return flight. Let me turn these off. Just get everything ready for this next flight. Need to load it in real quick. What? Okay, let's try it this way. Huh. Oh well. Alright, let's get everybody back in. Or, realistically, this is not going to work, so. Plus, it'll be another long stream. So, you know what? I'm going to end this here. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys all next time. See ya. Do I not know how to end these streams?